Can you hear the coffee machine? It sounds like it's whispering, "Calm down, life hasn't collapsed yet."
Yes, but I hear it saying, drink up, then everything will be fine, except your wallet.
Yeah, every weekend I come here not just to drink coffee, but also to check if I'm still alive and if my wallet still has money.
The still has money part sounds as fragile as the foam on a latte.
Fragile like my plan to sleep early.
Did you stay up until 2 a.m. again? Or are you training to be a professional night owl?
No. 2 a.m. is when I tell myself sleep early tomorrow. Last night I fell asleep at 2:37 after watching all the cat breakdancing clips.
What did you do with those 37 minutes? Plan to conquer the world?
To philosophize about life, career, and laugh hysterically at videos of cats chasing lasers.
You're the perfect combination of Socrates and a hardcore TikTok fan.
Adult life, during the day, serious, like a board meeting. At night, wondering if I should buy a cloud-shaped bookshelf.
I once bought an LED mirror that changes colors just because I thought it would turn me into a star.
And now? Do you use it for daily selfies?
Now every night I switch it to purple and wonder, who am I in this universe? Or just a shadow with neon lights?
At least you have purple light for philosophizing. I stand in front of a white light mirror, seeing every dark circle like a badge of sleep deprivation.
Don't blame lack of sleep. It's probably because you turn yourself into a busy marathon machine.
Admit it, some days I come home intending to rest, but see the messy room and have to clean it right away, can't stand it.
Do you clean the room to relieve stress? Or train for the cleanest house in the neighborhood contest?
Right, if I can't solve life, at least solve the desk first. At least the desk doesn't argue back.
Me, on the other hand, when tired, I flop on the bed, staring at the ceiling like watching a blockbuster.
Staring at the ceiling to find the meaning of life?
No, to tell myself. At least the ceiling is loyal, not abandoning me like early sleep.
You say that like a French art film.
Life is an art film, just missing epic background music. Yours is probably sad end-of-month music from your wallet.
My bank account often whispers, "We need to talk, but keep it short, because there's nothing left to say."
Actually, I find it fun. As a kid, I thought growing up meant freedom. Now it's real freedom. But I have to ask the budget first.
Conditional freedom. Like want to go out? Okay. But only within 5 kilometers.
But thanks to that, we appreciate the small things. Like this morning, I brewed coffee at home, stood on the balcony, wind blowing. Suddenly, life felt like a fun rom-com.
Have you ever thought, no need for big success, just living stably each day is enough?
Yes, but social media jumps in to spoil. Look at me, traveling, buying a house, getting married in 1 week.
Well, I'm proud because today I woke up on time and didn't forget my keys.
Have you ever forgotten your keys? Tell me.
Once, standing in front of the door like a zombie, wondering, who am I? And why am I so stupid?
That moment probably level up your maturity.
No, I just learned to hide a spare key under the mat. Real life hack.
So practical.
But those small things are real life. Not filtered shiny photos, but laughing at your own silly mistakes.
I like sitting here on weekends. No need to prove anything, just exist. And order more cake if I crave it.
Support. But have you noticed? We keep coming back to the question, am I living right?
And the answer is, if you still know how to laugh, then yes.
So tell a funny story. I'm smiling in endurance mode here.
This morning I decided to live healthy. Woke up early to do yoga,
Good.
but 5 minutes later I lay still, then fell asleep. Call it lazy yoga.
Your body loves you too much. Knows you need rest more than planking.
Yeah, we should be gentler with ourselves. Like this cafe with us. No rush, no judgment.
Just chill music, coffee smell, and two of us chatting nonsense.
Nonsense, but keeps us most awake.
You know, I'm afraid of becoming a serious adult. No more silly laughs.
If that happens, remind me of the yoga nap story.
And I'm afraid of forgetting the feeling of sitting here feeling content.
So promise, no matter how busy, on weekends still sit and ask each other, how's this week? Any drama?
Sounds like a survival ritual for adults.
No. Like how two normal people resist being swept away.
Amid the hustle, chats like this are anchors keeping me from getting lost.
And a strong coffee to add flavor to bland life.
You say that, and I want to film it. Inspiration from an ordinary morning, but epic.
Ordinary but not mediocre.
Really.
Do you remember school days, feeling naive like study well and rule the universe?
Yeah, thought high grades were the master key, automatically opening future doors.
Now, I know the future isn't automatic. You have to push it. Sometimes push wrong and get your hand stuck.
In high school, I thought after university I'd succeed. Now graduated, realize it's just the loading screen. No percentage shown.
Loading super slow, don't know if 10% or 99% about to crash.
You ever stress because friends learn all sorts? Third language, presentations, stock investing.
And I learn how not to compare.
That subject's harder than Olympic math.
Really hard? The test is every time scrolling social feeds.
I watch a productive day videos. Wake at 5 a.m. Run 10 kilometers. Read books. Work. Learn new skills.
And you? Wake at 7:30 after 3 snoozes. Achievement is not forgetting breakfast.
Realistic like that is fun. If everyone was superhuman, Earth would be crowded for ordinary folks.
Learning isn't just knowledge, but accepting current position. Like, okay, I'm at level 1, but happy is fine.
Before I learned out of fear of losing, now learn out of fear of standing still like a statue.
Standing still is scarier than failure, because failure at least has a story to tell.
But do you learn because you really want to, or because you see everyone racing?
Painful but true. Once at 1 I signed up for an online course, thinking I'd change the world.
And the next morning?
Next morning thought, change the world? Sleep more first.
I bought the book, Wake at 5 a.m. to Succeed, read it at 11 p.m.
How much did you read?
20 pages, then wondered, success with dark circles under eyes. What kind of success? Learning to understand myself better. Like I thought I liked working alone. But group projects showed I need someone to kick my butt and remind me.
I thought I was extroverted, but presentations make my heart pound like a drum festival, faster than the beat in this cafe.
But you still do it, because no way back. Learning is standing before fear and saying, whatever, just try.
No need to be good right away. Just don't quit like better go home and sleep.
In university, I failed a subject. Thought the world collapsed.
You failed? You look like a model student.
Thanks for overestimating. After that, retook it, passed, realized failure is just a comma, a bit big.
Big comma sounds cute.
Do you have a memorable learning moment?
First time speaking in class, shaking like a leaf, but the teacher nodded and smiled. Felt like winning an Oscar.
Now you still dare to speak up, like debating me on early sleep.
That's a survival skill. Without debating, you'd sleep late forever.
We're lucky to still want to learn, even without school desks.
Learn money management, love, not self-blame, and rest without guilt trip.
Rest subject, I need more study, but practicing now. Sitting at cafe, no laptop, no email.
Big progress. But what else are you learning?
Learn not to turn life into a competition, because there's no invisible judge scoring.
If not a competition, then what is life?
A tri-fail journey. And failing more than trying is okay.
As long as we sit here telling what we've learned, we're on the right track.
The biggest achievement isn't degrees, but not giving up on yourself. Like I'm still here, still trying.
After saying that, I want to clap, but afraid people think you're proposing.
Proposing philosophically. Don't give up, with flowers and background music.
Back to it. What new thing do you plan to learn?
A new skill, not to show off, just to keep curiosity. Sign of still being young.
If we're still discussing dreams at a cafe, we're still young.
Don't want to become an adult who knows everything. Because knowing everything means no more wanting to learn.
We're still learning from forgotten sleep, failed subjects, comparisons, and this weekend session.
If there's a live calmly subject, this cafe is the classroom. We're the two who chat privately.
But still do the assignment. Understand yourself.
If successful later, hope to still remember this unscripted lesson.
Every time we get serious, we switch to nonsense. Brain says enough depth. Chill now.
Survival instinct. What topic?
If you win the lottery jackpot, what first?
Pretend I didn't win. To test Zen master calmness.
Win lottery and calm? I'd scream the house down, then invite neighbors to party.
Invite them for coffee here? Rent the whole place? Put up a sign free for dreamers?
Real life content for you to be a creator.
If I win, I'd still sit here, but order 2 cakes. Max ambition level.
Afraid too much money loses joy in small things?
Yeah, small things keep me grounded. Like this morning, I turned back midway because I thought I forgot to turn off the stove. Turns out, my brain was making a horror movie.
I do that too. Halfway there, think locked the door? Imagine neighbor's cat breaking in like a super thief.
Your cat knows how to pick locks? In imagination, superheroes.
Adult imagination is wild. As kids superheroes, now all disasters like forgot wallet, doomed.
Because more to lose, but also more to protect.
Sounds like an action movie trailer.
Movie 2 at the cafe. Light comedy philosophy. Low budget. High emotions.
Actors look good depending on angle, so sit by window for natural light.
How do you imagine yourself in 10 years?
Still at cafe, maybe different city, and you'd still face me if addicted to coffee and nonsense.
Hope still tells silly stories. Like today, almost tripped because busy thinking about changing hair.
Change hair? Conclusion?
Problem not in hair, but thinking external change fixes life. But I'm still me. Still laughing blandly.
We're weird. Others weekend party loud. We sit discussing locked doors and hair.
Weird but fun. Conversation no KPI, no deadline.
Just laughs and chill silence.
I'm afraid, future too busy. Lose time for this pointless chat.
So keep by prioritizing, like charging phone every night.
You compare us to phones all the time.
True. No charge then, battery dead. No chat laughs then, energy drained.
Small talk is fast charge. Dreams are backup battery.
What's your dream now?
Tell small stories. No drama. But enough for readers to see themselves and smile lightly.
I think you can do it.
And you?
No regrets for living too seriously. Still laugh loud at cafe. Tell yoga nap stories. Say not great yet, but trying. Growing up isn't less dreaming, but conscious dreaming and responsible laughing.
Responsible laughing. Not laugh at others' sadness, but because we still stand firm.
Today you're profound, probably coffee too strong.
Or because said all needed, now left simple. Sky darkening, cafe busier.
But this table's still ours.
At least this moment.
Hear the clink of cups next table? Probably someone celebrating.
New beginning. Or another week passed.
Let's toast too for still sitting here asking silly questions, talking future without fear.
Cheers. For small talk, not meaningless.
For dreams needing no appointment.
And weekend cafe. Place to learn slow living with fast coffee.